Ever found yourself drowning in affection, only to feel as though it was too much too soon? In the flush of new romance, it's easy to be swept away by a tide of compliments, gestures, and promises. But what if it's all too intense? What if you're being overwhelmed, not cherished? What if your excitement slowly turns into unease? If this rings a bell, you might have experienced what we call love bombing. So what is this love bombing we're talking about? Well, let's unravel this concept together. Love bombing is a term that originated in the 70s courtesy of the Unification Church of the United States. It describes a manipulative technique often used in relationships, where one person showers the other with excessive attention, compliments, gifts, and affection, in an attempt to influence or control them. At first glance, it may seem like a grand romantic gesture. Who doesn't enjoy being adored and pampered, right? But here's the catch. The intensity and pace of this affection are often overwhelming and unrelenting, masking the true intention beneath: manipulation and control. The love bomber uses this technique to gain your trust and affection quickly, making you more susceptible to their influence. And once they have that control, the dynamic can shift dramatically. Love bombing is a whirlwind of compliments, gifts, and attention, but it's not as sweet as it sounds. Now, how can you identify love bombing when it's happening? Let's delve into the warning signs. One of the most common signals of love bombing is intense flattery, which often happens right off the bat. The person might shower you with compliments, adoration, and affection, placing you on a pedestal like you're the only person in the world that matters. They might say things like, "You're perfect," or "I've never met anyone like you before." It's an overwhelming onslaught of praise that can make you feel special and valued. Another sign is pressure for commitment. The love bomber might push for a serious relationship or even marriage within a very short time of meeting you. They may start discussing long-term plans, moving in together, or even having children. This rush to move things forward can be incredibly flattering, but it's also a red flag. True love and genuine relationships take time to develop. They can't be rushed or forced. Then there's the isolation from friends and family. The love bomber might try to monopolize your time, gradually pulling you away from your support network. They might subtly or overtly criticize your loved ones, or create situations that make it difficult for you to spend time with them. They might even convince you that they are the only one who truly understands or cares for you. This is a major warning sign, as isolation is often used as a tool of control. Lastly, the love bomber often displays intense emotions and reactions. They might become overly upset or angry if you don't respond to their messages immediately, or if you make plans that don't include them. They may also show extreme jealousy or possessiveness, even if there's no reason for it. It's important to be aware of these signs, because love bombing can be incredibly damaging. It's a manipulative tactic that can lead to emotional abuse and control. So take a step back, listen to your gut, and if something feels off, it probably is. Let's dive into some examples to understand how love bombing works in real life. Imagine this. You've just started dating someone new. They shower you with compliments, tell you you're the most amazing person they've ever met, and start making grand plans for your future together, all within the first few weeks. It's intoxicating and you feel like you're on cloud nine. But then, once you're hooked, they suddenly pull back. They become distant, critical, and controlling. What was a torrent of affection has turned into a trickle, and you're left wondering what you did wrong. This is a classic example of love bombing in a romantic relationship. Now, let's consider a different context. You've just started a new job, and your boss can't seem to praise you enough. They tell you you're the best thing to happen to the company, give you exciting projects, and promise you a bright future. You feel valued and motivated, but then, out of nowhere, they start to criticize your work, belittle your efforts, and make you feel inadequate. This sudden shift is jarring, and you're left feeling confused and anxious. This is love bombing in the workplace. Finally, let's look at a friendship scenario. You meet someone new, and they seem to instantly click with you. They're incredibly attentive. They share deep personal stories, and they make you feel special. You feel like you found a great friend, but then they start to demand more of your time, they become possessive, and they get upset when you spend time with other friends. They've gone from being your biggest fan to your biggest critic. This is love bombing in friendship. In all these examples, the pattern is the same. An initial period of excessive admiration and flattery, followed by a sudden shift to criticism and control. It's a manipulative tactic used to gain power and control. The love bomber showers their target with affection to make them feel special and loved, and then uses that emotional bond to manipulate and control them. But here's the key point. Love bombing is not about love. It's about control. The love bomber doesn't care about the other person's feelings or well-being. They only care about what they can get out of the relationship. These examples show just how pervasive and harmful love bombing can be. Whether it's in a romantic relationship, a friendship, or a workplace, love bombing can leave the target feeling confused, anxious, and emotionally drained. It's a form of emotional abuse that can have serious long-term effects on a person's mental health. It's important to recognize the signs of love bombing and to understand that it's not normal or healthy behavior. If you think you're being love bombed, it's crucial to seek help and support. Remember, everyone deserves to be treated with respect and kindness, not manipulation and control. These examples show just how pervasive and harmful love bombing can be. You're probably wondering, what should I do if I'm being love bombed? It's a valid question with some important answers. First off, remember that maintaining your boundaries is crucial. We all have our personal comfort zones, and it's important to stick to them. If someone is showering you with love and affection, it can feel wonderful, but it can also be overwhelming. Make sure to communicate your feelings and assert your boundaries. It's okay to take things slow and not get carried away by the wave of affection. Next, don't hesitate to seek support. Love bombing can be a confusing experience. It can leave you feeling elated one moment and anxious the next. Reach out to your friends, family, or a trusted mentor. Share your experiences and feelings. Sometimes a different perspective can help you see things more clearly. Also, consider seeking professional help. If you're feeling overwhelmed or manipulated, a mental health professional can provide valuable guidance. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. Therapists and counselors are trained to handle situations like these, and they can offer strategies to cope with the emotional roller coaster that love bombing often brings. Moreover, trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Love should feel secure and comforting, not like a whirlwind that leaves you dizzy and confused. If you're feeling rushed or pressured, it's okay to put on the brakes. You have the right to control the pace of your relationships. Finally, remember to take care of yourself. Make time for self-care and do things that help you relax and enjoy life. Your happiness and well-being should never be sacrificed for the sake of a relationship. In conclusion, dealing with love bombing can be challenging, but remember, you're not alone. There are resources and support systems available to help. And most importantly, remember that it's okay to step back and prioritize your well-being. After all, you deserve to be in a relationship that respects your boundaries and values your comfort. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to breathe and reflect. Close your eyes, inhale deeply, hold it for a moment, and then slowly exhale. Let your breath be your anchor, your safe harbor amidst the stormy seas of life. Imagine the warmth of compassion enveloping you, a soft blanket of understanding and empathy. Acknowledge the courage it takes to navigate through the complex labyrinth of love bombing. Feel the strength within you, the resilience that has brought you this far, the tenacity that will carry you forward. Now extend that same compassion outward, towards others who may be wrestling with similar experiences. Picture an invisible thread of empathy and understanding, weaving its way from your heart to theirs, creating a tapestry of shared experiences and mutual support. Remember, it's okay to seek help, to lean on others when the weight becomes too heavy. We're all travelers on this journey called life, and sometimes the road becomes a little too rocky, the night a little too dark. But remember, dawn always follows the darkest hour. So take this moment of Saipathy, this soothing outro, as a gentle reminder of your inherent strength, of the resilience that lies within you. May it be a beacon of hope in your darkest moments, a guiding light leading you towards peace and healing. May you find peace and strength, and remember, you are not alone in this journey.